Hello, once again welcome to Mathline channel. In this channel you will be getting a basic maths lesson every week. Those who have not watched the previous lessons, please watch from the beginning and continue watching. Also share as much as possible to the students of all standard. So, we will start today's lesson with a new topic, that is properties of chords of a circle. You have learned what is meant by a chord of a circle. The segment joining any 2 points of the circle is called chord of the circle. Also, you know that diameter is the largest chord of the circle and 2 times radius is diameter. Now we will study some important properties of chords of a circle. See the first figure. There is a chord AB. O is the center of the circle. Segment OM is perpendicular to chord AB. If segment OM is perpendicular to chord AB, then M is the midpoint of chord AB. That is the first property. So how you will say the statement of this property? Segment drawn perpendicular to a chord from the center of the circle bisects the chord. Clear? Segment drawn perpendicular to a chord from the center of the circle bisects the chord. The reverse statement also is true. That is, the line segment joining center of a circle and midpoint of a chord is perpendicular to the chord. That is a reverse statement or converse. So what it is? Line segment joining center of the circle and midpoint of a chord is perpendicular to the chord. If M is the midpoint of the chord AB, then O is the center of the circle, then OM is perpendicular to chord AB. Or perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord bisects the chord. Clear? That is the first property. Now the second property, O is the center of the circle. There is a chord PQ and chord AB. Then angle subtended at the center by this chord, angle POQ and angle AOB. According to this property, if chord PQ is congruent to chord AB, or if their lengths are equal, then angle POQ congruent to angle BOA or AOB. So how you will say the statement of this property? Congruent chords subtend congruent angle at the center of the circle. Congruent chords subtends congruent angle at the center of the circle. The reverse also true. If two chords subtend congruent angle at the center, then these two chords are congruent. That is, if angle POQ is congruent to angle AOB, then PQ congruent to AB. Clear? If the chords are congruent, the angles subtended at the center by the chords are also congruent. That is the second property, and the reverse also true. Another one, here also you can see two chords and perpendiculars are drawn from the center to the chord AB and DC. We know that the distance of a point from a line is the perpendicular distance, length of the perpendicular segment drawn to the line from that point. So here segment OM is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, distance of the point O from AB is length of the segment OM. And ON is perpendicular to DC. The distance of the point O from the line DC is length of segment ON. So here the property is that if OM is congruent to ON, then AB is congruent to DC. Or if AB is congruent to DC, then OM is congruent to ON. What is the statement of this property? Congruent chords are equidistant from the center of the circle, or chords which equidistant from the center of the circle are congruent. Both the statement and its converse is true. That is the property of the chord of the circle. But clear this? Chords which equidistant from the center of a circle are congruent, or congruent chords are equidistant from the center of the circle. Clear? Now another property. Here also you can see two chords AB and PQ. O is the center. OM is perpendicular to AB. ON is perpendicular to PQ. It is understood that AB is greater than PQ. But OM is less than ON. What does it mean? The greater chord is nearer to the center of the circle and smaller chord is farther to the center of the circle. Clear? When the length of the chord decreases when it goes away from the center. The distance of the center to the chord is greater for a smaller chord than the larger chord. Clear? Larger chord is nearer to the center than the smaller chord. Here AB is nearer to the point O than PQ. Clear? So these are about the important properties of chords. More about chords you can learn in the upcoming classes. This is the end of today's lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Please watch each and every video of Mathline from the beginning to end for better understanding. See you next week with a new topic. Have a nice day. Bye bye. See you.